Hello creative, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be cutting a corset gown with a flare attached to the down. So I've already outlined all my measurements. So let me label it out so you will be able to understand it. This is my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. I marked 8.5. If you can look it, I marked 8.5. The half is for the allowance, 8.5. Then I take my standard measurement for my neck, which is 3 by 3. This is my zipper allowance. So this is my armhole. It can be 8 or 9. So I made my 8, and this is my chest line CL. And this is my nipple point. I put my tape here and measure my shoulder to my nipple point is 10. Shoulder to my under bust is 14. Shoulder to my half length is 16. And to my hip line is 27. So let's go into the details proper. So I'm going to take my nipple point now. My nipple point is 8, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So from the nipple point, I will mark 4 all through down. This corset doesn't have any boning. It's a gown corset, so it doesn't have any boning. So it doesn't even have any eyelets at the back. It just comes with zip. That's all. And the bust cut itself. So I'm going to use my ruler to rule this down. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Please ensure you like this video. Ensure you subscribe, please. And drop comments in the comment section. I will answer everything. Every question, I mean. So I've already taken my nipple point measurement. I've rolled it down. So we're going to start the proper work now. Like I said, our nipple point is 8 divided by 2, which gives me 4. So I'm going to start from the nipple point here. I'm going to mark this. This is going to go around like a circumference. So I'm going to mark my 4. Make sure your tape doesn't leave the middle point. That's how I'll keep rotating. Keep rotating, marking the 4. Make sure your tape doesn't leave this center point. So if not, your measurement, your marking won't be correct. So I'll join the whole lines together. So you see all these lines, I'm going to join them together. So this is it. Hope you can see what I'm doing. So now we're going to label this corset. But before that, let's take our darts. You can take half inches if you want, or you can take 1 inch. But for me, I'm going to take half inch here, half inch here. If you like, you can take 1 inch here, 1 inch here, or half inch here, half inch here. So I'm taking my measurements 1 inch here and the other one 1 inch to get our dart measurements. So this line is out. This line is out. So I'm going to rule it down. Just watch what I do. I'm going to rule this down. So from this line This is a mistake, please. I'm going to get to curve my bust. This is a mistake. And this one too, I will curve it for my bust. Although I don't really know what they're calling it, but to get my bust curve. Then I'm going to take half inch here, half inch here. This place is be 1 inch. I need to come here. I will take 1 inch here, 1 inch here, just the way I took for this down. Then I'm going to curve my bust. This is a 2-part corset, not 3-part corset though. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys that I've already labeled it. This is the side, this is the down, this is A, and this is B. Ensure you label it. If not, you're going to get confused. I'm going to curve it so it will meet at the nipple point. Same goes to this. Although for now I don't have a French curve, so I'm just using freehand. If not, I could have used a French curve to get it very, very well. But this is still better. Then I will connect this to the armhole. But before that, you know our corset, if you observe the bust, the side of the bust is usually bigger than the front part of the bust. If you observe it, the bust, the breast, the side is usually bigger than the front side. So I will mark 1 inch here at this upper part and extend my hand this way. So therefore, this place will no longer be my corset bust, but I will extend it to this side to meet with the armhole. So this is it. Then I'm going to take our measurements. So guys, I'm going to take my measurements, my full body measurements. Now our bust measurement is 35 divided by 4 is 9. So I'm going to take it here on the nipple point. This is 9 plus our allowance, 2 inches allowance. Let's give it 11. Or let me just add it 11 and a half because of what I've taken out of here. Although you can just add the 2 inches allowance. Then our under bust circumference. Our under bust is 29, which is 29 divided by 4, which is 7.5 plus 2 inches allowance. That'll give us 7.5, 9.5. So this is our half length. That's where the waist falls in, and our waist is 30, which divided by 4 is also the same 7.25. Then add 2 inches allowance as 7.5, 8, 9, 9.25. I can just make it a round figure of 9.5. I don't use those quarter or whatever. I don't make use of them. Then our hip is 35. 35 is divided by 4, give us 9 plus 2 inches, 11.5. So I'm going to merge all these lines together. But mind you, I'm just taking the accurate body measurement because this dart which I'm going to remove, I will still add it. But my paper is not enough. You can see that the paper is not enough. The paper is not enough. I just take the normal body accurate measurements. When I'll be cutting into my fabric, I'll be adding this. This is 2, 1, 1. This is 2. This dart, I'll add them to every part of it. So let me just join the line together so you see what I just made. Sorry, my marker is not. It's quite fading. The ink is fading. I'm using a free hand. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So this gown, I'm going to reduce it. I don't want it to be too, straight. I want to make it a bit like fish, like having like, let it be like a pencil, a bit of pencil. So this is a 9, 11. So I finished outlining my measurement. Now I'm going to cut it out. First of all, I will start with this neck. I don't need it. I'm going to cut it out. In fact, all of this place, I don't need them. I'm going to cut them out at all. But before that, sorry, I forgot to extend my line. So this will actually help me when I'm cutting the back. I'm going to extend my line so I won't get confused when I'm cutting the back. So I'm going to cut this front first before I cut the back. So this is how it's going to be. Let me flip my paper this way. I'll cut my armhole. I'm sorry for flipping my paper. I'm going to cut out my side. Now let's cut the front panel. To cut the front, starting with this. So I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut the other part. And this is going out. I'm cutting this out. So at this junction, you have to use your pin. If not, you're going to some parts be missing. So I'll get to use my pin to hold it. No, it's a paper, and it's not staying quite. So it's not still. So this part is going away. going to get my pins. I'll use my pin to hold. Then so guys, I've used my pin to secure my papers. I'm going to cut out these corsets. Make sure you label them, if not. I'm going to cut out this place too. So this is it. This is A, this is B, this is side, this is down. So now I'm going to get my fabric and place this pattern which I have cut on my fabric. Then I'll cut it out. And mind you, while doing that, make sure you add half inch allowances for joining. I'll be cutting the back pattern. All I have to do is just get this front yoke which I've removed, join it together, use my pin to secure it. Then I'll just get my, well, it depends on how you want the back to be. If you want the back to be more deeper, you can extend it, because this is 6. I want it to be around 7.5 or 8, depending on your choice, but 7.5 is okay for me. So I'll just mark, get my ruler, so that's for the back. And I'll just take up the pin and cut. So I'm not using these 2 yoke or 2 upper whatever. I'm not using them. This is an off-shoulder gown with corsets. So to get the dart for the back, first let me secure my paper with pins so there'll be no mistake. So I'm done. I'll just use my nipple point, which is 8 divided by 2, give me 4, and I'll just take my measurements. Mind you, our zip allowance is 1 inches, so I'll make it 5 or if you just rule out your zip allowance, you start from here. Therefore, so I'll mark it 5. So I'm just going to get my ruler and rule it all through the way down. So that's it for the darts for the back. So I'm going to cut these too. So this is it. I'm going to cut it. I'm removing my pins.